Hey guys, Captain Foley here for my first reaction to this episode, episode 10 of Discovery, The Red Angel. Good evening, guys. Cornelius, I agree. Well, he wasn't there to see the Admiral, he was there to talk to Stamets, and then he saw that Giorgio was there and everybody, so he made up the excuse of talking to the Admiral. But yes, he did look very much like he was heading to a 21st century nightclub. So, hi Doug, hi Stephen, hi Charles, hi Jim, hi John, hi Bill, hi Cornelius Iron. Uh, Jeff Jacobs, how you doing? See, when it's just me, I start on time or a little early. Always have, always will, unless something comes up. Um, every time it's me and Samuel, we always got to be a few minutes late. Um, Everybody hit the like button. Yes, that'd be great. So, guys, I gotta say, I'm not super impressed with this evening's episode. I was kind of disappointed, to be honest, and the ending was just shite. What kind of ending was that? I don't know. I'm looking to see your reactions to this, what you guys thought about it, because I don't know, man. It did seem very short. Oh, well, she's not going to play marriage counselor. I'm sure she's going to try to wedge them apart. She already did by like coming on to Stamets when Hugh showed up. I liked the twist. It was an interesting twist. That's funny because 2 days ago I read that. I read that somebody had got information about the episode and it was Michael's mother, and I was like, that makes an interesting theory. Sure, we haven't. I don't think we mentioned that one at all. I thought I should make a video about it. Didn't. Should have. Didn't. But that's okay. Okay. I was glad it wasn't Burnham. Yeah, as soon as I heard at the beginning it's Burnham, I was like, oh, that's gonna piss people off. And then the suit was made by Section 31, and I was like, ah, it's gonna piss people off. John Sanders puts in $5. Thank you very much, John. The last 3 episodes have left me saying, wow. Yeah, this one didn't impress me, though. I'm going to have some anti-Trekker anger when I do my review. Yeah, I'm sure he's not going to be pleased with tonight's episode at all. What was with the platform that lowered down in the shuttle bay? Like, I know even in TOS, the round part of the shuttle bay, it's a turntable, but then there's a square part around that, and that's like to lower the shuttles down and park them in the bay underneath the shuttle bay. But this one lowered down, and then the tube somehow went into like a launch tube of some sort, probably for probes, I would think. It doesn't look like a torpedo launch tube, but then they launched the Arium body out that. It was kind of, huh? Caleb Horn puts in $5. Thank you very much, Caleb. We'll agree that it was a bit of a letdown, that there were some good moments sprinkled throughout. I thought stranger danger when Giorgio started flirting. Yeah. At least it's Burnham's mom and not Burnham. That makes more sense. It does make more sense, actually. Because when I said it was Burnham, I was like, okay, that's a theory that I had mentioned, I put forth to Samuel. But then, of course, she saved herself from dying. So in the original timeline, if she had died, she couldn't be the Red Angel. Um, so I was kind of wrestling with that the whole time, and then to find out it's her mother actually makes sense. I do like the Leland story where that he told her about her parents were involved with the creation of the suit. That works. And then I'm thinking the whole time, okay, so if it's Burnham, a future Burnham, she's going to know this plan and she's not going to go through with it. And I think that's what they tried to embody with this, with the whole Spock, we got to let her die. Because if she knows that we're just going to run in there and save her, of course the Red Angel's not going to show up. But, oh my God, I don't even know. They used it to launch the 4 little ships. Okay, I'll buy that, but the ships were bigger than that, first of all, and secondly, they went through launch tubes that crisscrossed each other and then went through. So, season 2 has been on an upswing. Don't think they can write a good grandfather paradox. I think there was one brilliant moment. Burnham did die, though briefly. I'm sure that her screaming in agony is going to be used by a lot of people because they absolutely hate her. And they're going to be like, yes, this is the scene we wanted. Her screaming in agony and dying. Love the Giorgio scene flirting with Stamets. It was awesome. I thought it was kind of cringy. I love the reaction of Stamets, like, I'm gay. That was funny. I like the scene of Spock and her making up, as did I. That was great. Spock laid some, I was going to say laid some wisdom down, but I guess he laid an apology down, which was nice. It was a nice touch for sure. So yes. How did her neuroscans match her mother? Would there not be some differences? Oh, absolutely there would be. That's what I don't understand. If they had said a partial DNA was or analysis was recovered and it matched Burnham, I could have understood the partial DNA thing, but temporal mechanics makes my head hurt too, John Saunders. We did an episode on our favorite time travel we did a live on our favorite time travel episodes last night, and by the end of it, my head was hurting because we were talking about all the time travel issues. Again, why isn't Spock shaved? I don't know. I think he's got a weird beard. He doesn't have a nice straight beard line. It kind of does the control the conversation. Oh, yes. They were talking about control, the Section 31 control. What do you think about the Leland thing where he got stabbed? Like, do you think he's dead, or do you think that was control taking him over somehow? Caleb Horn puts another $2. Thank you. Think Leland got assimilated. Yeah, I was just talking about that. I think he might have been injected. That might be control trying to take him over. I don't think he's going to be dead next episode by any means, but as soon as the computer was like not working, I was like, oh, that's not good. I knew something was going to happen. So my guess, he left his razor on the Enterprise. Yes, that's the reason. Yeah. Could Burnham's mother be Kraft's wife from the future? I believe he had a child, and I'll explain how they not. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, that opens up a bunch of possibilities, doesn't it? Leland is dead. Is he, though? I don't think he is. I was joking, however, when I went on leave from the military, I never shaved. If they traveled back in time, that is. They replaced Arium with Arium. Oh, time to check Calypso for the actress. But the actress that played the simulation that Discovery came up with, I don't think that'd be the same actress as Burnham's mother. I'm 100% positive it's not the same actress. And we did see his wife. Yes, we did. Ooh. Go, check. Let me know. Can I just say I called the twist at the end? Good job, Wolfsbane Network. possibly a Borg origin story with the Borg ending up destroying all sentient life. I hope not. They better not once mention the Borg. That would really piss me off. Is Arium dead forever? They made it look so final. I'm sure she is dead forever. She was a cyborg, so most of her was organic, as you saw in the medical scan. Is anyone ever really dead in Star Trek or sci-fi or soap operas? Nah, not really. There's always possibilities, as Spock says. In the preview for the next episode, she talks with her mother and at one point says to destroy the facility. Didn't see the preview, so I don't know that, so thank you. Maybe the Red Angel was both her and her mother. We got the mother when we killed the child. Funny enough, I thought that was a booby trap laid by Philippa Giorgio. Amen, no Borg. Yeah, totally agree. Borg should not be mentioned or brought up. Do not bring the Borg into Discovery. That would just be a stupid move. Star Trek has already played fast and loose between hard science fiction and more fantastical. Once you pass the technological point, everything becomes magical. Trekyards. I want to see Michael Burnham step into the sport chamber and emerge at the moment Lorca snaps his fingers in episode 3 and says, "And you're back," like it never happened. That'd be good. That'd be good. Better than Thanos snapping his fingers, I guess. Maybe she is her own mother. That's messed up. So is Burnham not guilty of striking a superior officer twice? I feel like she should get another court-martial. Well, I don't know if he's her superior necessarily because, sure, he's Captain Leland, I guess, but he's Section 31. I thought that was a little out of place. Like, I can understand she'd be mad, but I don't know. That seemed a little off for me, that whole thing. So if they go Borg, we know they all gave up. Exactly. Where is Michael Burnham's father then? Well, who got murdered in front of Burnham when she was in the closet that she could hear outside? Who got murdered then, if not her parents? Maybe her father got murdered, but the mother took the suit and buggered off. Another question, what the heck is a time crystal? That's the same thing that Harry Mudd used in the episode Magic to Make the Saneth Man Go Mad, where he was using the time crystal to, which he talked about the Vulcans knew about. So it had the same origin story. So that's where the time crystal came from. Did the time travel in Star Trek 4 inspire the Klingons developing... Where'd that go? Developed in the 2230s in Discovery to help tie it in. Those officers had no respect for each other. The funeral for Arium was beautiful. Character building, Saru's singing was fantastic, but more than anything, I loved Detmer's speech on cybernetics and how Arian helped her accept them. Was a good scene for sure. Love the episode. Felt it was a bit best of the season, but it doesn't really stand alone. Oh, I didn't think this was the best of the season by any stretch of the imagination. I did like seeing Hugh kind of come back a little bit to be more human. Human. Hugh, man. He's a man. And he's Hugh, and it's human. And him talking to Cornwall. She used to be a psychiatrist. That was really great. I did like that. And the fact that he kind of wants to talk to Stamets now and maybe try to reconcile things. I like that. Although Stamets is like kind of standoffish, and then he's like, "Not now. It's not a good time," which it really wasn't. It wasn't a good time for that kind of thing. So the preview for next week shows one of those fake birds of prey, and I'm not amused. I really hope they would have Would never have to see them again. Okay, well, I haven't seen the preview for next week, so I can't comment on that, but that is rather disappointing. Sarah Mitch, the actress who played Arium in season 1, is now the new bridge officer, Lieutenant Nielsen from the Discovery. Really? That is very interesting, Claire. That was an interesting scene where she came on the bridge too to replace Arium, and everybody's like staring at her. I didn't know that. I thought it almost looked like the same actress that played Arium that just died, and I was like, that's weird. Are they using the same actress to like play a new role? But if it's the season 1 Arium, that's very interesting. Doctor Who had an episode where the Doctor came across a dead Cyberman's head. In another episode, Bill Potts and the Cyberman, Cyberwoman, she was trapped inside the Cyberman casing. Cornwall was great. Agreed about the scene with her and Culber. Yeah, it was a fantastic scene, and I really do like Cornwall. Like to see more of Cornwall for sure. Austin Vieira puts in $10 Canadian. Thank you. There was a bit of Mary Shifo as Laurel dancing on Discovery in a corridor. Could the Klingons have come across one of the 7 signals to help the Federation? Yeah, Samuel and I talked about that in one of our last lives. Laurel will be back, and I'm sure there will be at least one Klingon episode. Maybe not 100% Klingon based like episode 3 was, but I think for sure she's going to be back, and it would be cool to finally see D7. Although I don't think they'll have the chance to get a D7 built on time. Could be cool at the end to see Discovery in trouble and have the Enterprise warp in with number 1 at the command, and D7 warp in with Laurel there to help out the Discovery. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, but that'd be neat. So it's Mom. Okay, their plan wouldn't Red Angel Mikey know about the trap, since she is the future and she has lived these days. Yeah, that's what I was thinking the whole time. Like, she's going to know about these events because she's living them right now. So how can it be Burnham? But then it wasn't Burnham, it was her mom. So they need to bring Q into this. Again, that'd be a cop-out. If they did it properly, I've mentioned many times, it'd be fun to see him kind of just snap his fingers and change things. That'd be neat, but I don't think they're going to do that. The director of this episode is one of directing the first Picard show. Oh, really? That's interesting. Dale Stafford is here. Hello, Dale. I like Spock taking control of the situation on the planet and fulfilling the mission, holding up the phaser and stopping everyone from saving her. It's in Spock's character to complete a mission. Yes, that was really well done. And of course, she had to die. If the Red Angel knew for a fact that they were going to go in there and save her last minute, and she wasn't going to die, of course it wasn't going to show up. So I thought that was a great beat that they hit with that one. Leland plus control AI equals the Borg. Please, God, no. I'm loving the episodes. I am entertained. Hey, Z Films is here. Hey, Z Films, how's it going, man? This one was a little bit of a letdown for me. The episode wasn't fantastic. It had some really great elements to it, as I've said, but overall, as a whole episode, I just was not invested. It seemed way too short. It did end very abruptly as well, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. But as a build-up, the episodes we've had leading up to this have been pretty fantastic, the last couple, and I just felt this one fell a little flat for me. I don't even know what to rank it yet. I need to think about that, because I do have to go take my notes, as I said, and second viewing is always better. You catch more. But overall, just not impressed. Not impressed with this episode. So what are your guys' thoughts? What would you rank it out of 10? I already saw a 7 out of 10, which I don't agree with. I think it should be a little lower than that. At least my rating system, I'd put it lower. So Did you like the Orville episode? The Orville episode was great, but it didn't feel like the Orville. It just felt like generic TV show, but it was good. Really like Gordon. Only if you ignore the Borg origin story that is already published in official novels. Well, official novels are still not canon though. Funeral scene was the best part, dude. Funeral scene was good, yes. So scene 4, 5, 6, 7, 6.5, 8 out of 10, 8.5, 6. Yeah, my gut reaction is to give it a 6, maybe a 6.5 at the most. So I'm glad you guys are kind of in agreement with that. Z Film says not the best, but still good. It seemed more of an explanation of character discovery type of episode. This one gets a 7 out of 10. Okay. I mean, like I said, on second viewing, I might change my mind about it. But right now, I'm sitting at about a 6, maybe a 6.5. 9 out of 10 until I watch it again, says John. Tyler Ash is still annoying. He wasn't as bad in this one, though. I actually kind of liked him in this one. Giorgio sexual harassing Stamets and Cobra was interesting. Yeah, again, I think she's just playing a game there, trying to cause problems. Actually, correction, I would say 7.5 for this episode. Okay, Zachary? Cool. 5.5. I'm going with a 6 because it was boring, says Jeff. I really liked the scene between Spock and Michael. Yeah, that was really well done, especially when Spock's like, "I'm sure he'd appreciate you hitting that and not, the cartilage of his nose," and how Spock said he would have liked to have actually seen that. Also, where are they going with Giorgio? I don't know. They got to make her a nicer, more relatable character for the time the Section 31 show rolls around. Because as it stands, I don't like the character. She just comes off as too much of a bitch. And I understand where she came from and all that, but they have given her little moments where she seems almost human. So I'm kind of on the fence about that character now. I don't know what to say about that. But Dreamer out there puts in $2. Thank you very much. Sent 20 on PayPal. Question: did it suck? Let me check the PayPal and see if you put a more descriptive question. But thank you very much for the PayPal donation. PayPal is very bueno because it doesn't. It's not. Yeah, no question on there. But thank you very much. Appreciated, Dreamer out there. Did it suck? It didn't suck. It had some really good moments, especially with Hugh Stamets, and even Cornwall had some great character pieces. Pike was non-existent in this episode, pretty much. Even Spock, though, Spock kind of shone through a little bit in this episode. So it had its moments for sure. It wasn't a complete waste of time. However, in my opinion, it wasn't as good as the last couple episodes that preceded it. So, what was Leland doing with that device, which eventually stabbed him in the eye? I don't know. I thought that was supposed to be to close the wormhole or supply power to the wormhole closing device, which didn't seem needed because the computer did that. Sorry, guys, just taking off my socks, getting comfortable. This episode Spock felt more like Spock and didn't show any emotion. Yeah, well, he's leveling out now because he's gone through that turmoil and now he's kind of coming back to being Spock, I think, which hopefully will result in a shave soon. The Tilly, what just happened? Great moment. It was funny because I said pretty much the same thing after that scene. Well, before Tilly said it, I was like, wow, that was a scene, wasn't it? And then Tilly says, what just happened? Yeah. I think Leland was accessing a version of Control, but Control had taken over the ship. Yeah, see, I don't know if he's dead either, or he got stabbed in the eye with a needle, but I don't think he's dead. I'm wondering if he's going to be back with an eye patch. I'm fine, I'm fine. And then have like, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to play out. It was authorization to supply more power. That just seems stupid, though. Canadian Starship says he was looking for all the knowledge of the ancients. Both Anson and Romaine aren't coming back next season. Yeah, well, we knew that already, though. We knew they were only going to be here for a season. We've known that all season, so that's not a shock. It was interesting when Spock explained how Burnham dying would be inconvenient for him. Georgia was a little wonky in this episode. Well, she has kind of been inconsistent across the board. 9 out of 10, he died. I don't think he died, though. I really don't think he's dead. I think he'll be back. Hey, Stuart, are you familiar with Sonia Son's work? She played the Red Angel. I'm not, no. Eye patch, definitely a Section 31 look. Safety overrides to get more power. They should have that set up beforehand, don't you think? For when this thing needed to be done, instead of, oh, I'm going to run down there and do that right now, because it has to be done, like, immediately. Just didn't make sense. Love the way Ethan Peck pronounced censor, just like Nimoy did. I'd have to go back and listen to that. I didn't catch that. Can we have an episode where Burnham doesn't cry? If he's alive, he'll be in the Discovery version of Nick Fury, but with a cooler story as to how he got his eye patch. KG, yeah, don't worry. I'm kind of a stickler for my name being spelled right, but it's fine. Not a problem. They needed something to put his head in so he gets stabbed in the eyeball by the optometrist fishbowl. That would have been a good idea, Cap. What specifically? Giorgio equals almost always wonky. Yep. Do you think the timelines will reset and none of this actually ends up happening? I'm hoping so. I'm hoping they have the bravery to go ahead and do that. I don't think they will, though. That being said, with the rest of the canon being the way it is, that might be a distinct possibility. But I think that'd be kind of a waste of a show. Because it's like, hey, here's our show. And at the end of it, that doesn't really matter because none of it ever happened, doesn't exist. You know, it just, I don't know. No Harry Mudd this season. That's fine. He doesn't have to be a recurring character. I thought Peck was great in this episode, as did I. Ethan Peck has done a fantastic job with Spock, and I'm looking forward to a lot more with that. So, did you see the floating half-eaten apple in the last episode of Section 31 Starbase? Yes, I did. I didn't see till after the fact. Somebody did a screen grab and point and had it highlighted. But yeah, that was pretty cool. If Spock is back to normal, why the hell won't he shave now? I don't know. That is a sticky point for a lot of people. Giorgio eat apples, wondering if she was responsible for the deaths on the starbase. Wouldn't be a bit surprised, to be fair. Will we then get an eye similar to Detmer? Possibly. At this point, Peck makes a better reboot Spock than Quinto, in my opinion, and Quinto was pretty damn good. Picard Maneuver, I've been saying that since the Telosian episode. I really think that Peck is a better Spock than Quinto. Quinto seems more like a caricature of Spock, almost like a parody of Spock. Too cartoon-like as well. Kind of like a Funko Pop version of Spock. But Peck has the look. I just wish he'd shave. But yeah, I think he's a fantastic job with it. Peck looks a lot better with a beard. Okay, Jill, I'll trust your instincts on that one. I'd hire Quinto to play Spock. His eye went back to normal really fast. I saw something funky happen, but was kind of chatting with Sylvia, so I might have missed it. I need to watch it again. The AI infected the computer. LOL, Funko Pop Spock. Yeah, more like a comic book version, yeah. 8.9 out of 10. Wow, generous, Joe. Cool. That's fine. Why is Spock still not yet in uniform? Because his blue uniform is the only one he wants to wear, and it's on the Enterprise. Every time someone says perk, I keep thinking Gregory. You mean Peck? Yeah. I swear to God, I will hit you with my ring hand. Family Guy reference. Dean Prater, $5. In need of half of a Geordie visor eye patch. I'm sure they'll do something cool with it. I'm pretty sure that Leland's not dead and that he's going to be fine next episode. Peck did an amazing job as Spock. He got the soul of the character across. I agree, Kay. What are the chances CBS XX see all the love and demand for a Pike show? The chances they see it is very good. Whether they're going to act on it, knowing them and their decision-making process, I would think it's very unlikely. What? That can make us a lot of money and the fans will like it? Screw it. How can we make them pissed off? Because controversy's better. Pull in people that aren't Star Trek fans. Can't use an existing character like Pike, then. We need to do something new. Let's reboot TNG. I don't know. They'll come up with something insanely stupid, like the Picard show, which I don't have a lot of faith in at this moment, but we'll see. Just finished watching Discovery. Mind blown. He's still on Casual Fridays. Got a Damn It Spock reference tonight. Missed that as well. You won't even be able to tell something happened to his eye. Okay. Depends on how deep those needles went, and they went into his brain. He is dead. Yeah, I'm not sure he's dead. That's for sure. There's some kind of implant or something that went in or something. Oh, Richard gives it a 9 out of 10. Wow. I can't help it. There's a lot of plot holes still. There's a lot of plot holes in a lot of Trek. It'll be interesting to see. Okay, we got to speculate on what Samuel's going to say about this episode. I think because I wasn't a fan of this episode specifically, I think Samuel's going to absolutely love it. Or he's going to totally despise it because he's going to say it was really poorly written. I don't know. That's an interesting call. Like I said, I've kind of slotted in my grade of 6 out of 10, maybe 6.5 once I go rewatch it. We'll see how that changes, but I wonder what Samuel is going to think about this episode. That's interesting. Tune in tomorrow at 5 Eastern Standard Time to find out for our full review and breakdown. 9 out of 10. Going to enjoy seeing how Starfleet started to work on time travel. Anson Mount is brilliant. I need to get season 2 on DVD. Yes. What's the deal with the eye stabbing thing? We're not sure. Probably Control trying to take over Leland somehow. Last ditch effort. Yes, guys. 212 people watching. Could hit the like button. Just click the little like icon. That'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah. Canadian Starships is also curious what Samuel will think. I think he'll love it for moving the plot along. Yeah, possibly. We'll see. We'll see what he says. No new ships. He'll hate it. That's one of the reasons I'd hate it. But we got the really weird launch tube thing for the probe / torpedo tube casing thing. Ugh. I was rewatching season 1 this week and I noticed the shuttle bay door closed. Yeah, it was closed once in season 2 as well. But they like to leave it open for some reason. If memory serves, was the best episode this season in my opinion. I will agree with you. Yeah, I would agree with that. How did you like how the camera going through the rings of Discovery right before they let Tyler out? I thought that was a really very cool shot, to be fair. The needle in the eye was the last attempt to download the sphere's information, says Mike P. Burnham is back with Ash, and I don't know how to feel. Not a great episode, says Clark85. See, we agree with that. Thank you, Clark. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't the worst Discovery episode by any means, but compared, when you stack it up against the last 2 or 3 episodes, this one just kind of went for me. Do you think they'll use modern computer tech from time travel as the reason why Discovery and Enterprise is more modern than TOS? Who knows? I don't think they'll address that specifically. Don't command a Section 31 ship. You'll put your eye out, kid. You'll put your eye out. The AI contaminates the CPU inside the Red Angel encounter suit to the degree the suit may have a life of its own or be as a firewall as a 1960s Dalek. Maybe the next captain will be like, I'm made out of credits. Close the damn... I ain't made out of credits. Close the damn bay door. We're not trying to oxygenate the entire universe, guys. Close the door. Jeff Jacobs puts in $3. Nice job. 100 likes. I will buy another at 150 likes. Guys, give me to 150 likes. Make my moderator, Jeff, pay for a super chat. That'd be awesome. Roller coaster typhoon Viper launcher, lol. Yeah, that's pretty much a good description. Leland, Klingons are awful. Oh, no offense, Tyler. LOL. Look what they did to me. That was kind of funny. None taken. So, connection to Calypso. You know what? I very much suspect that there is a correlation in that regard. Because Calypso was such a fantastic piece. It was the best short by head and shoulders above the rest that they need to tie it in somehow. And I want to see Kraft come back. I really liked Kraft. So, make me pay, says Jeff. Yes, get to 150 likes. Make him pay. Yes, please, LOL. But seriously, let's get those likes coming, says Michael. Thoughts on Arium Actress now as a human crew member walk-on scene. I thought it was great. I actually thought it was the Arium that just died, her actress. But apparently it was the season 1 actress. So, that's interesting. Hi everyone from the greater Seattle area. Hi Stuart. I've just begun watching a brand new Discovery now that I'm redoing... now that my redoing of my mock-up cover of Tulaski's 1812 Overture nearly complete. Cool, Donnie. I think Kraft is Michael's daddy. Damn, that'd be weird, man. I can see it though. If the short doesn't tie in, it was a pointless short. Well, it kind of answers the question of Discovery, though, whether they use it again or not. Just the fact that Discovery had been waiting for 1,000 years. It had been ordered to wait for the crew to return. So something's got to happen in that regard. So, where are Temporal Affairs and their Sydney-class kit bash ship? They're eating a sandwich somewhere. The first Spanish word in the dictionary history is hey papi. What was the reason guys didn't like the episode? Did you just call me pappy? I don't like the episode because it felt too short. The ending was way too abrupt. And the whole trying to twist the audience's expectations for it to be Michael Burnham is the Red Angel the whole episode, and then go, oh wait a minute, no it's not, it's her mom. It's like, really? That's your surprise twist? Like, seriously? Captain Spire puts in $5. Been watching you guys for years. My father collected Brad Nelson props, and we had a STOS bridge in our basement. I'll post pics later. Thank you. Dude, that'd be awesome to see. I've always, ever since I was a kid, I wanted to have a house and build a TOS bridge in the basement. Our house we have now doesn't have a big enough basement. But I would love to see that because that'd be fantastic. Less than 30 likes to get to 150, guys. Come on. 30 of you need to hit like. I know you can only hit like once, but if you haven't hit liked already, click it, please. Why did I think the Red Angel was Captain Kirk? No one knows how Kirk got to be captain of the Enterprise. That's just silly. This season feels like they are stretching out an extra one by shortening each episode. Well, some of the episodes have been extra long as well, so... When we came back from commercial, I was shocked to see the credits. I thought there was more to the episode. I know, I was the same thing. I was sitting here waiting for the commercials, and then all of a sudden it's credits. It's like, oh, well, at least it ended on time. I can watch Orville now. Because usually it runs a little bit longer, so you miss the first couple minutes of Orville. Which, Orville had Tim Russ in it tonight. Just so you guys know. So Tuvok was in Orville. Did you notice the Voyager reference? I did not. What is the Voyager reference? I figured it wasn't Michael when Spock didn't recognize her through the mind meld with the Red Angel. Well, they addressed that, though. They said there was interference that was causing some blockage. Sounds like something you need some prune juice for, but... Now, I didn't see that as much of an issue. We kind of talked about that a few times, that it could have just been shielded from him. So, Burnham being Red Angel hurts. It better go in the direction of deleting herself from the timeline, like it's almost too obvious. Well, Peter, she wasn't the Red Angel. Well, her mother was, but she could still be the Red Angel, guys. Dreamer out there puts in $2. Why am I seeing stuff about Discovery and the Borg? I don't know. People have been saying that they want to bring the Borg into it, and it's like, I think that'd be the stupidest thing they could do. But no, it could still be Michael Burnham, because just because her mom showed up in the suit this time, it's a time traveling suit. Doesn't mean that Burnham at some point has to take over the suit because of reasons, and they could have already ran into Burnham, like when on Kaminar, when she saved the Kelpians, and the Red Angel stopped and looked at Saru for a second. That seems like something Michael would do. So it could still be Michael in the suit sometimes, and that's why Arium had the information that Burnham was actually the Red Angel. So just because it's her mom this first time doesn't mean that... And maybe Michael gets the suit, goes back and saves her mother, and then her mother uses the suit to go back and save Burnham. I don't know. Reasons. Charles puts in $2. Here is some money for deuterium, Captain. Well, thank you very much, Charles. You know, and I'm thinking, it'd be cool if Kraft was her mother. Or her father, sorry. Her father. Because her name is Michael. And it's like he's from the future. So he doesn't know that Michael's a boy's name. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But we should name her Michael. Orville doesn't premiere for another hour. I've already watched the Orville, so it comes on right after Discovery here. And then there's 2 weeks of no Orville that can return on the third week. So there's 2 weeks of no Orville from... Last week there was no Orville, and 2 more weeks of no Orville, so that's weird. Really weird. Right, there maybe more than one person using a suit. Exactly. Arium's Section 31 takes Arium's body and uses it for the Red Angel. Possibly. What if the CPU in the suit is a Tron level CPU? The suit can time travel. It doesn't always need a human in it, or a Vulcan, or an Andorian. It's a possibility. Captain Spire, it is the one who is, and it may be the one who was, and the one who will be. Oh wait, that was from a much better sci-fi show. Man. I hope we get to see a glimpse of the future through the Red Angels. I thought it would be really cool to see TNG Season 4 to 7 uniforms again. So does that mean that Michael Burnham's mother was at the launch of the Phoenix or at Roswell when Quark crashed? I mean, probably not, but I wish they would stop using the Borg just to use them. It felt like they were a TNG thing that they bring across to other show. It was, absolutely, and they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have been an Enterprise. Although the explanation for Enterprise was actually really good because of First Contact. It was really well done, but it just seems like a crutch that they're going to use. And if they use it, I'm just going to... They're going to lose so many points from me for that if they do that. Voyager referencing Section 31 was discussing technology leaps of culture due to time travel is ChronoWorks. Okay, cool. Ariam said that Michael will destroy them when she discovers Project Daedalus. Maybe what she did today is triggering the events prophesized. Okay, I'll buy that. Captain Spire, your quote actually sounds achingly familiar. Did anyone else notice the security chief wearing a skirt? She would have been wearing a skirt since she showed up. She's wearing a skirt every episode, and every episode somebody says, did you notice the skirt? Yes, she's been wearing a skirt since she became security chief on Discovery. So yeah, there's 4 more episodes this season because they're on episode 10. Man, I'm tired. My eyes are sore, and the chat is just flying by. Sorry, guys. Section 31 probably will be disbanded and will be made into a more intelligence gathering in a small group. They should show up again in Deep Space Nine, which makes more sense for them to be MIA. Well, they're going to officially be disbanded, I think, because of some public event that requires their disbanding, although they're just going underground, as they should have always been. That's what's going to happen. Again, we've talked about that as well. We've done videos on that, so go check those out. Did anyone see the loader in the shuttle bay? Yes, we did, and it makes no sense. For probes, maybe. Torpedoes, maybe. It's so stupid. I missed the Orville. Was it any good? It was a good episode. Wasn't necessarily an Orville or a sci-fi episode, but it was good. Okay, I'm going to bed. Good night, Cap. Good night, Doug. See you later. Sweet dreams. All that jazz. Let's hold Anti-Trekker's cyberspace hand knowingly over the next 4 weeks. Be kind to him, people. Poor Anti-Trekker. I wish I had the snowflake music I could play. Everyone, please be kind to Anti-Trekker. He really dislikes Discovery. It's not his fault. He's too much of a negative Nancy to really enjoy something new and creative. If you follow Anti-Trekker, you know what I'm doing. I just need the snowflake music playing. But anyway. Do you think there's still some sort of tie-in with Emery Dickinson since the name is in the opening? I don't with the transporter pads. No, I don't. I really don't. I think that was just done as a little like Easter egg for the fans, but I don't think it has anything to do with transporter tech or that character. Make sure you super chat, everyone. It keeps the channel going. Power 543 is here. That's Commander Hawkins. Why is he watching? Commander, you never want spoilers. That's really weird, man. Usually he shares the fact that I'm doing a live, but he doesn't watch it. But he's here. He's in the digital flesh. Yeah, I just snowflaked Anti-Trekker. You can tell him I did that too. We all have mommies and daddies. Shane Acri puts in $2. Thank you very much. It was so disheartening when the doctor so carelessly deleted her last memory with her and her husband. 138 likes. Come on, guys. 219 of you here. Let's get up to 150 likes. Okay, we only need 12 more. Let's get up to that. Then Jeffrey Jacobs, one of our moderators, is going to have to pay for another super chat. So let's do it. 12 people. 12 people. If you haven't hit like yet, hit like. Just so we can get to the 150 mark. We're at 50 minutes for this live chat. I am going to wrap it up at an hour. So 10 more minutes, guys. So if you have any questions or anything for me, please feel free to ask. I'm kind of done talking about the episode. It was kind of for me. But if you have any questions or comments about the episode, please feel free to put them in. Also, if you want to ask me anything, feel free. We'll kind of hang out for the last 10 minutes. But I do want to get going at the hour mark, if that's fine with you guys. What's the significance of it? Olsen showing up on the bridge. Olsen, was that the character name? It was the same actress that played Ariam in season 1, apparently. And that was just her replacing Ariam's position on the bridge. So everybody's like, you're at a dead girl station. Liked 151. We're at 151 likes. 152. Yes, thank you guys. That's all we need. Every time you watch one of the lives, hit the like button. So, Jeff Jacobs, where are you? I need to see a super chat come in from Jeff now. Personally, I love Discovery. It gives us more Trekyards. Aw, thank you. You'd have Trekyards regardless if Discovery was a thing or not, but thank you. It only takes 12 people to make Jeff pay. 152. Pay up, says Zachary. Which is better, the Spore Drive or Infinite Probability Drive? The Infinite Probability Drive is much better. Speaking of more Trekyards, guys, if you really like hanging out with me or hearing my thoughts on things, I've been re-uploading all of my old Captain's logs to my Captain Foley personal channel. And some really good ones, too, because I'm getting to the good parts now. Like the new Dreadnought on the block, where I talk about the Foley class, or what actually happened at the real Battle of Axanar. That's a good one. There's some really good ones that are being uploaded right now. So if you're not a member of the Captain Foley personal channel on YouTube, go subscribe to it. Like I said, I'm re-uploading all my old stuff. I'm in March 2017 now. So I'm in the past, 2 years in the past, uploading those videos. I'm slowly catching up, and there's always going to be new content on there as well. Just behind the scenes stuff of Trekyards, other interests that I have, things like that. So if you're a fan of Captain Foley, as you should be, please go subscribe to the Captain Foley personal channel. It would really help me out, and I'd really appreciate it, and I'd love to see you guys there. There's Jeff Jacobs, $3. Nicely done, guys. If we make it to 175 in the next 10 minutes, well, more like 7 minutes and 8 seconds, he will put more money in. Nerd Erotic is on. I think you mean Nerd Erotic. But, yeah. Mark Mappleback puts in $5 Canadian. Thank you. I found it to be a bit anticlimactic. And is Leland dead or just one eye got gouged? Very Lorca-esque. It was anticlimactic, and I personally don't think Leland is dead. And a lot of people said they saw his eye like repair itself almost immediately, like almost like nanotech. So I think Control is controlling him now. So I think we'll see him for sure again. All right, well, enjoy the rest of your night. Look forward to the breakdown tomorrow and next week's episode. Yes, guys, everybody that's here, 217 of you. Tomorrow at 5 Eastern Standard Time, we will be doing our live review and breakdown of this episode. Both Samuel and myself, you can hear both of our thoughts. It's 2 hours long. We talk about every scene and break it down and talk about the issues with it, things we liked, things we didn't like. If you guys haven't checked those reviews out, please do so. If you can't catch it live, don't worry. You can still watch it after the fact. You just can't participate in the live chat. But we love to hear your thoughts and questions and stuff as well while we're doing them. So we kind of go off on tangents talking about what you guys want to talk about as well. So make sure you're there. Leland would look better with an eye patch. Everyone looks better with an eye patch. My Admiral Foley persona has an eye patch. My Mirror Universe Admiral Foley has an eye patch. Just saying. he has a remote control. There's nothing erotic about that other channel. Thomas Potts, what's in $4.99? Thank you, Thomas. Will Anti-Tracker have a medical emergency over who the Red Angel is? Should I call 911? Yep, he will. Especially the first few minutes where you find out who they think it is. He's going to flip out and go off on like a 10-minute tangent. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. It's the stupidest thing they could do. Blah, 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 blah. And then once you find out who it really is, he's going to be like, that's not so bad. Or, that's even dumber. I don't know what he's going to say. But it's going to be funny to watch. Even though I won't be watching it, probably. I have 2 patches in the Mirror Universe as Captain Spire. That's cool, man. I'm dying. Be nice to Anti-Tracker. We all have mommies and daddies. We are not clones yet. That's right, everyone. Please be kind to Anti-Tracker. He's a gracious, loving, caring individual, and one of the best Star Trek YouTubers out there. However, his hatred for Discovery, it runs deep. He wants to share his pain with you. So please, please, be understanding. Be helpful. Try to show him the better path, that it's not all negative. Much booze will be consumed. Yes, I gotta do a live where I'm drinking. That's gotta be a thing soon. Keep an eye out for that. I'll do that. Everyone who thought it was Burnham, I say close, but no cigar, my friend. Eye patch and clean shaven in the mirror. Captain Killy would have been awesome with an eye patch. Yeah, she would have. Captain Killy would have been great. Anyway, show us on the doll. Show us on this Discovery model where Discovery hurts you, Anti-Tracker. Captain, I see you've been following Borda's example with the smoking. Not so much, but that's funny. I can hear snowflake music in my head when you talk like that. I know, I can too. Dun, 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 dun. I can't even imitate it, but he only hates on Discovery because it's very unlike all Trek that has come before. Well, yeah. I like his new backdrop. Oh, it's fantastic. His new green screen setup is really great. It's way better than it used to be. It's actually well lit now, and you can see him, and yeah, it's way better. So give him kudos for that, but also tell him that I snowflaked him. That'll be hilarious. What is the purpose of a third nacelle? Well, in the case of the Foley class, it's so when the ship separates, the other ship has a nacelle and is capable of warp. So both sections are warp capable. Third nacelle is also a backup redundancy. Should one of the side nacelles go out, you can generate a warp field still with the 2 standard nacelles. Watch my new Dreadnought on the Block video on my Captain Foley personal channel where I talk about the Foley class. I talk about what the third nacelle is for. So, your cough. Yeah, I know you're talking about my cough. I've had a cough. I've been watching my videos from 2 or 3 years ago, even longer. I've had a cough the whole time. I don't know why. Some time of the year it gets really bad. Other times it's very minimal, but I've noticed that on all my videos, even from years and years ago, I cough. So I don't know why that is. I'm just, yeah. Unsure why it's taken so long for Spock to shave and put on a uniform. It's unlike him. Mr. Spock, you're on duty. Why aren't you in uniform, Spock? Orville was great and hilarious tonight. I didn't think it was hilarious. I thought it was great. It was well written. But third nacelle equals the power of Starfleet space unions. Yes. Why are the Bizards on the warp nacelles instead of inside the deflector dish? Because reasons. Yes, thank you, Jeff. There, you should share the Captain Foley personal channel. So please click the link, go over, hit subscribe, watch a video, watch a few videos. There's some good ones. You are phlegmy like me. Yes. I like Dreadnoughts since the USS Star Empire from the Dreadnought novel. Or from the novel Dreadnought. I've liked Dreadnoughts since the Franz Joseph Technical Manual when I saw the Federation class as a kid. I saw a video recently saying the neck of the Enterprise is only the width of a small car. That seems out of proportion to me. Yeah, that was from Junk Ball Media. It was a good video, actually. I think he's right about the measurements, and it's like, whoa, damn. If you look at the Franz Joseph or the original blueprints for the Enterprise, there are like small rooms in there, like very small, like two, three, four person sitting rooms, like observation ports. But yeah, it seems odd because you got to get a turbo shaft through there as well, a turbo shaft, right? So anyway, guys, it has been 1 hour, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Be cool, y'all. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Anybody that goes over and watches Anti-Trekker tonight, make sure you tell him that I snowflaked him and that I really do like his new setup. I already told him that I like his new setup, but tell him I snowflaked him. I want to see his reaction to that. And I got to get a copy of that music so I can do that to other people. Excellent. Yes. But thank you for watching, guys. Hope to see you guys next week, and I hope to see you guys as well tomorrow at 5 Eastern Standard Time to watch our live review. Because we're going to break it down. And in the afternoon will be our regular review of this episode, the shorter one, where we kind of just give our thoughts on it. But the scene-by-scene breakdown and analysis and discussion and hang out with you guys is tomorrow night at 5 Eastern Standard Time. So please be there. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I love you all. I was trying to give like 192 kisses there because there's 192 of you. I don't even know if you want kisses. Please don't charge me with sexual assault. That's uncool, man. It's uncool. Just a friendly, like, thank you, man. If Sylvia was here, you wouldn't do that to her. So come on, be nice. Anyway, I'm going. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Night.